Hi, this is Wendy from The Paper Moose. Wait a minute. You're not a moose. I'm a moose. Oh, okay. Sorry. He's the moose. I'm gonna call him P for paper, right? That's my name. Okay, good. Just to let you know, wait, I'm the moose. Oh, okay. And I helped you start a YouTube channel. Ah! Anyway, I actually bought this moose in Alaska, and he has moved with me from Alaska to North Carolina, and now here in Utah. Um, but he is my new mascot, right? And I did start a YouTube channel. So if you like my channel, please subscribe and ring the notification bell and hit that like button, all right? Okay, as I was saying, before I was rudely interrupted by P. Moose, I'm going to show you the videos that I made. And this was on the very first day that I even tried making videos. It's sideways, and I'm a little embarrassed about that, as I mentioned. I'm also going to show you inking this paper, just this one here. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so this is what we're going to try. So this is that wood grain paper, and I'm going to use, you can use any spray bottle, but this is, of course, a Tim Holtz spray bottle. There's all kinds of reasons why it's supposed to be the best. I like it. So, what did I do with that? So I'm going to start with this Distress Oxide spray. I don't use these very much. In fact, I never use them. So here I have several, and I'm trying to get to where I'm using them. So I sprayed it with water first, right? To get some motion here. And I was following a tutorial by Louisa Heinzel. She is one of Tim Holtz makers. That's what he calls his design team. And the second one I'm going to do, I used this once before and I didn't shake it real good, and it got all stuck on the bottom of what I was doing. It took hours and hours and hours and hours and hours to dry. It was awful. So anyway, I'm trying to follow her technique. She did this with something else, not with a little Mickey Mouse head, but I'm still going to try to follow her technique and see how it works. See if I like it. If I hate it, this may end up in the trash bin. But I'm actually thinking I kind of like it now, because I want this to look kind of like wood. All right. I'm going to dry it. I'm going to dry it off camera because I'm afraid it's going to be really noisy. So I'll be back. So I use this little bottle. I got it on Amazon. And I use, oh, that was a mistake. I left the lid open. Look. I use this neutral pH adhesive by, I don't know if it's Lineco or Linico or whatever. But it's PVA glue. Don't know why they call it that, but that's what they call it. And I just put it in here because it's got this that goes all the way down into, let's see if I can see where I'm at. There we go. It goes down so it keeps it from clogging. So I'm going to draw a line here to see exactly where I want to put my Mickey, because I'm making a Mickey balloon. Before I do that, the way I'm going to do this darker, I'm going to get out my ground espresso. Now this is Distress ink. This ink was called Oxide. It has a little different color than just the regular Distress ink. I prefer the Distress ink. personally, but sometimes you want to have that oxide look, and especially with this wood, that really looked good. The wood grain paper. So now I'm going to make a definite line around it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue right on top. We'll see how this works, because if this doesn't work and I'm not happy with it, I will try something else and I'll throw this away. So we'll see if I like it. Again, I'm showing you my process because a lot of it is trial and error. I don't just go right in on a layout and everything is perfect. And I'm already, well, I don't know, this might work. This might be all right. We'll see. Turn it over. Let's see. Get back in frame. I'm thinking I like it. Okay, I'm gonna find my pieces of paper. Get that one looking better. I'm going to ink them, and then I'm going to glue them down. The next segment I'm going to show you is the film strip, which after all my efforts, I don't think it's straight. But as I show you this segment, these little pieces on the inside, they come out of the die. So the die has these little pieces, and I saved them, and then I inked them to make the little film strip. All right, so I use this. This is an older Tim Holtz die. I love it. I've used it many, 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 many times. And it cuts film strips like this. And I remember one time watching a video that Tim Holtz was doing, and somebody had said something about, you know, what can you do to have this process not take as long, because this is a little bit tedious, obviously. And it's just one of those things where you gotta like the process of this. So I will speed this up, and I will be back. Okay, let's see. So what I want to do, I want to cover this. I tried erasing it and it's not going away, so I need to cover it with something, and I'm thinking that's probably the perfect thing to cover it with. So on the top of this, I'm going to put that. So that's where I want it. So I'm going to take my pencil because that's not going to show no matter what I do. So I did an Instagram, that's the Paper Moose, and we started a YouTube channel spot. Haven't done anything with it. Haven't done anything with Instagram either. That is also the Paper Moose. So the possibility is out there. I'm just not sure I want to do it. But since, well, 2 friends here on Facebook and a few other friends have been encouraging me to do tutorials, it may happen. It may be a nightmare. Kind of just depends on how I feel at the time. I need one more for right there. How I feel at the end of this video, whether, well, I may have to try at least one more because I bought a new arm. New, looks like an arm to me. I don't know what to call it. It's a thing to hold my phone. And the new one that I'm buying, it's coming on Monday from Amazon. It has a light on it, so I don't have to deal with the light that's there. And that will free up some space on my desk, my overall desk. Now I can't find my, oh, here it is. Oh, see, now I'm bouncing you again. I apologize. Okay. The worst video ever, right? I mean, seriously. The worst. And Hedwig really wants to be fed. Hold on. I will do this, and then I will go feed her, because she's very insistent. There we go. All right, did want to say that on my first attempts last night, I'm out of the screen. What's that called? I can't think of that right now. But I'm off camera, you know, doing some of my work, and everything I videotaped last night is crooked, which frustrated me. But I found out, I was watching something and I found out something that I was doing wrong. So as I go along, I will be making more and more and more mistakes. Hopefully, though, getting this new, okay, I'm gonna put that there. Getting the new arm for my phone will help with a lot of that. I don't always glue things down right away like I'm doing here, but I do know that I want that there. And I will play around with everything else. Okay, so I want that hidden. I don't know if I want it to go down that far or not. Now see, I made a little bit of a mess on there. I'll put something there to hide that. It's whether or not I want to go further down here. And I cut these apart because why not? I mean, it doesn't all show. Ooh. Okay, so it's gonna have to be like that. Okay, oops, sorry. I'm gonna have to learn how to do this. Okay, I like that there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my ruler. I probably have one sitting somewhere on my desk, but I'm gonna take my ruler. I'm also going to, I want that like that. So I'm gonna draw a little line. I'm probably gonna do it underneath so that this will hide it. But I am gonna leave the ruler so it's straight. And I know that I want that picture to be like, maybe right there. So it's gonna be like that. And I like that. It's not straight. There it is. Now it's straight. These are gonna be hidden, so I'm gonna just go like that. And let's see. Yeah. So I am also going to cut here and here. Okay. I was going to mention about these. I have had these for at least 20 years, if not longer. They used to have this cute little yellow part here that fell off. I have 2 sets of them, and it's fallen off of both of them because they've been well used and well loved. They were like something that was bees, you know, like honeybees. I just don't remember what they were. Okay. So this is where I want those. Okay, this is going to be a grunge page. I may do more stamping all around. I like to do that. Okay. And I probably say okay too much. And I'll probably get somebody, oh, look at that. It's going to hide it anyway. It's not a big deal. I'll probably have someone in a comment somewhere saying, you say okay too much. I will get better at this, I hope, or I will stop. One or the other. I will either get better or I won't do this anymore. Here's my balloon. I haven't decided exactly where I want the balloon. This is going to have a white background on it. And go on there. And this one, I'm going to cut this off. And it's going to go there. Oh, I like that. Let's see. Then I'll have this. Oh, I kind of like that right there. Maybe I won't cut that one off. Because I like the little snicker. It's sort of snickering. It all started by a mouse. I like that idea. Right, let me show you this. I'm gonna come back in. So I made that with this die set. It is Tim Holtz. There we go. Let me go even further out. Okay, and this set has all kinds of dies. So it has this specimen die, and it also has this file folder die. And I used both of them. So here's the file folder die, and I did use one of my stamps that said magic up there. And then here's the specimen die, and I did use one of the Mickeys that I just showed you. And it also comes, and so this smaller, this smaller one was the one I used. And I stamped that on watercolor paper so it would take it better. And then I just wrote down 1928 because that is Mickey's birthday. I'll probably be going over some of that again, like in tomorrow's video. But I just wanted to let you know that I got that from here. And you just run these, I'll show you. I'm pretty sure I've already gone through this in the future because I'm learning the process. But so this, you just run through the die cut machine for the file folder, and there is a way for you to fold it easily. I'll be using that on future projects. And then this is the die that you run through your die cut machine to make the specimen die. And then this is what I cut out, this one, to make Mickey's face there. And I'm sure I mentioned this already, but this is, these are vent covers. They're magnetic. I get mine at Lowe's, and I know that you can get them also at Home Depot. I get them at Lowe's because that's where my husband lives, is at Lowe's. No, he doesn't really live there, but he wishes he did. Anyway, yeah, I wanna move into some scrapbooking store, right? And he wants to move into Lowe's. So that is how I made that. Also, I'm gonna bring it back in again. See these little guys? I added them after I completely finished my video. And it's a little teeny tiny punch that I got at Disneyland. So, and I got that years and years ago. But I'm sure if you look on the internet, Amazon, Scrapbook.com, Etsy, if you look in, you know, all the usual places, you may find a punch or a little bitty die cut that you can use there. That is the end of today's video. And again, I just started this new YouTube page, and if you liked it, please subscribe and like the video and ring the notification bell, and then you can watch all the rest. And tomorrow will be part 3. Have a wonderful day.